Hey, welcome to Telltale Tuesday. I wanted to talk about something a lot of new poets struggle with, which is the fear of publishing, or what I like to call the fear of rejection, or the fear of other people judging you. And this is a fear that we feel not only when we're publishing, right, but sometimes in our day to day life. And it can be really scary to put something out there and feel like it's not 100% perfect or it's not going to be well received. And the thing I always tell people is you can make sure that your work is 100% error free and it's as beautiful as it can be and it's as polished as it can be. And there still might be one person who doesn't like it. And you might still get one negative review. And I think it's like anything else in life. We cannot determine how other people feel about us. And for that reason, we shouldn't really care, right? Because it's not about that. And I talk to a lot of writers who say that their biggest goal with their work is to get something out there that helps other people. And so I want to remind you that you can help other people through your work if you stop worrying about those people who won't like it, because you're not writing for them, right? I'm not writing for the one person in his library who thinks my work is awful. It would be great if everybody loved your work, and it would be great if everybody loved my work, and it would be great if everybody loved each other all the time, but we know that's not possible. And in fact, I think it's damaging to us when we try to write and when we try to share our work if we're thinking of that negative person. So I want to have a little activity where if you're watching this, feel free to comment what you are afraid of when it comes to publishing or sharing your work. Like, let's think of what's the worst that can happen. And then we can see where that takes us. So I might say, okay, the worst thing that can happen is someone reads my poem and finds a typo. And someone else might say, no, the worst thing that can happen is someone reads my poem and says that it's vapid. And someone else says, no, the worst thing that can happen is someone reads my poem and says it's boring. What are you afraid of that someone's going to read your work and say, this work is blank? And then I want you to write that down. So I would say, Callie's work is awful, whatever it is. And then I want you to circle that word and try to replace it with a more positive word, like amazing or funny or interesting or unexpected. And that's the word I want to focus on. So I don't know if this activity will help you, but I think it will help you start to challenge the way you talk to yourself and the way you think about your work. Because if you are afraid of that person reading your work and saying it's awful, it's vapid, it's horrible, it's going to prevent you from promoting your work and from being excited about your work. But if you can assume that your work is going to reach that one person that you wrote for, or that group of people that you think need to hear it to help heal, or whatever it is, if you focus on that thing and that group, it'll be a lot easier to get excited about your own work. And I think that's the point. So let me know if you have questions. Send an email to hello@telltalepoetry.com and we can chat more about this. Good luck.